This video is fair use. It is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is needed for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, and more.
Hey, and welcome to another video. This is me, TPE, and I'm glad you're here today. So I just wanted to check in on Betty and kind of see why she wasn't down there yet. Why was she not in Tennessee with her big, loud, gross blowhorn? So I checked in and she's still sitting at home, and I guess she is waiting on a car part. So her car's in the shop, she's frustrated, and she wants to get down there, and she's got a lot to say about the United Cajun Navy as well as a few of her other tragedy pimp friends. They're all seeming to be on the same page with this one. I don't know. It's my opinion that I think they're just so mad that they can't live stream. They can't live stream their searches in quotations, because I don't think pacing back and forth, showing some grass, showing some dirt, I don't know, to me, that isn't searching. When you're constantly looking at your live chat and talking to your viewers, you're not actually searching or paying attention, are you? So those are just my initial thoughts, a little intro for you here, and let's hear what Betty had to say.
So we're finding out a lot of stuff, a lot of unsavory things about the Cajun Navy and their practices, not only their search practices, but their volunteer coordinations and stuff like that. They're not doing very good on calling police. Yeah, they're calling police on Dolly. They're calling police on JLR. I don't even care about JLR, right? I mean, you know, whatever. He's hurt me. I got no love for him, right? So I could give shits about him, but it's not even about him. It's about the principle of the matter.
I really think tragedy pimps just don't like to be controlled. They don't like to be told what to do, where to go, you know, like where they can search, how they can search. They don't want to sign up for anything. They basically don't want to be organized. They mostly don't want to be told that they can't live stream. I mean, that's the reason they're there, right? That's how they make their money, is by live streaming. So let's be honest here, people. Why they're so mad is because they're not allowed to live stream. It's not even that they're not allowed to film. They were told they're allowed to film and upload later. But live streaming is a big no-no for the obvious reasons. And I just think these people can't handle that. That really cuts into their pocketbooks. And that's why they're there. Money.
The principle of the matter is if JLR went to jail, I would be on a flight. I wouldn't even be waiting for my car. I'd be up there with my bullhorn at that police department, because we have a right to be there. We're searching. I'm not asking for permission. And if anybody wants to hinder my or harass me or my right to move freely in Tennessee, we're going to have a lot of problems there. I don't answer to the Cajun Navy. I'm not going to answer to law enforcement.
Of course you're not. And that's because you're a menace. You don't care about the missing. You only care about making money. You only care about making a big splash and bringing all the attention on yourself, when really the attention should be on Sebastian. And if someone else is organizing the search, then you should conform, Betty. If you actually care about Sebastian, why don't you get in there, sign up, and conform? Do what is right for him.
I conduct myself in a lawful, legal manner, and I hopefully everybody stays out of my way. I'm not going to be in anybody else's way, so there's no reason for anybody whatsoever to stop anything I'm doing. So hopefully, Proudfoot's parents don't come after me or come out of their house and talk to me like they talk to Dolly Vision, because that mom is going to be crying by the time I'm done with her.
Now, do people really need to wonder why Sebastian's mother decided to go with her husband to work and not stay home alone by herself? I get it. What if her child comes home? I fully understand that. But what if there was no one else that could stay with her? I wouldn't want to stay home and have all these psychos on the internet who have made threats. What if they show up at your house? I mean, JLR likes to show up at people's houses. Betty likes to show up at people's houses. Dolly likes to show up at people's houses. So can you blame the woman for not wanting to stay home alone? I don't know. I see both sides, but I do understand how it could be terrifying to stay home by yourself.
And I pray to God that the Cajun Navy doesn't call the cops on me. If they do, I'm going straight to social media. But I will tell you right now, they will never be supported by this channel. We're not going to be doing fundraisers for them. We're not going to be telling our audience to go out there and support this organization. We're doing none of that. We're doing none of that. And they did this all by themselves. I had high hopes for them. But one thing we don't do is we don't call cops on people out there trying to help search for a boy.
Well, I disagree, because if said person is getting in the way and hindering their investigation or their search, bothering people, filming like they're not supposed to, then maybe calling the cops was warranted. Were you there, Betty? Did you see what happened? I don't think so. I didn't either.
And despite what they think, it was social media and content creators like me that actually wanted them to come out there. Now I'm saying I made a mistake. I will never call on the Cajun Navy ever, ever, ever again.
And I have no doubt that that is because they won't let you live stream. And that's how you make your money. Not only that, but you don't like to be told what to do and how to do it, even if it's the right thing to do, even if it's the right thing for Sebastian.
They're going to turn this into a hot mess. And for Mr. Flag, when I get out there, you don't have to worry about getting my attention. My cameras won't be on you, man. They won't be on you at all. I could give two shits what you say or where you're going or what you're doing. This is what I'm going to say to the Cajun Navy. I'm going to be out there searching for this boy. If you would like to coordinate, I'm happy to do so, but I don't answer to you. I want to make sure that that's clear. I do my own thing. I'm perfectly capable of reading a map. I'm perfectly capable of searching for this boy.
Perfectly capable of hindering an investigation, perfectly capable of messing with evidence and not handling it properly. I mean, we've seen all this in the past, Betty, so you're not really perfectly capable, and that is why there are search organizers there to guide you, because you don't know what you're doing. We've seen it.
I'm not looking for evidence. I'm looking for a human being. I'm not doing grid search. I'm doing a search. So I'm doing my search wherever I identify my place for me to be. If that happens to bump into the Cajun Navy and you want to call the cops on me, buckle up, Buttercup, because I have no problem suing you. I have no problem causing you some major dysfunction. And you're not going to endanger me, and you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. You're not going to tell me where I can and cannot go. I'm not playing those games. I'm not having a pissing contest with the Cajun Navy. I'm Bullhorn Betty. I'll do whatever I damn well please.
Here are 8 signs that you have a sense of entitlement. 1. You impose unrealistic demands on others. 2. You tend to feel sorry for yourself a lot. 3. You punish people passively when they don't do what you want. 4. You constantly see others as competition or threats. 5. You have a deep-seated conviction that your needs are always priority. 6. You have a hard time negotiating or compromising. 7. You crave admiration and adoration. 8. You believe in going to any length to succeed. Wow, Betty, it sounds just like you.
As long as it's within the law. I'm Bullhorn Betty. I'll do whatever I damn well please, as long as it's within the law. When a law enforcement comes in and tells me, well, now I got to question law enforcement because I watch them engage in unlawful practices myself. So, Hendersonville, I'm coming. I'm telling you, I'm coming to search for a boy.
This actually really breaks my heart, and it's not funny at all, Betty. But I will say, the circus is back in town. And I say that not to be funny. I say that because it's the money-making circus. And it reminds me so much of Savannah, Georgia. It's reminding me of what happened in front of Quentin Simon's house. It's also reminding me of Summer's case. The crazy drama, the blaming, the hate, all of it. All of it. And you guys are a money-making circus. You don't care about the missing. You care about your live streams and bringing in money. And you say you need money. I need money to go out and search. Send Dolly and Betty and whoever. Send us money. We need it. No, money is for your pocketbooks and so that you get a vacation. And so that you can live stream and get clout. This is a money-making circus. You interfere in investigations and it is gross. And I do hope that the city has been warned before you get there. You're damn right I do. Oh, and Betty does kind of bring that up here in a few minutes.
I'm coming to search for a boy. So hopefully you guys have respect for me. Hopefully you guys have respect for my profession, but I really don't give a rat's ass whether you do or not. Just stay the fuck out of my way. That's all I really care about. Just stay out of my way. Let me do my thing. Just stay the fuck out of my way. That's all I really care about. Just stay out of my way. Let me do my thing.
You, Betty, you're the one with a history of not staying out of the way.
I'm not there to cause harm. Not there. Oh, and this is another thing. The Proudfoots. They said that they're leaving because they got threats that people were going to be outside their house. No, what you did is you got trolled by hate channels. So what the hate channels do, what they're doing now, and I did confirm this, is they're now utilizing law enforcement resources. Yes, and you know what hate channels we're talking about. And yes, it's the same people utilizing law enforcement resources for their petty YouTube BS. Remember when they used to come out and say, oh my God, Betty's taking law enforcement resources, and they were manipulating their audience because they were the ones that were actually calling law enforcement, utilizing those resources unnecessarily. Well, guess what they're doing again? That is right. These hate channels are absolutely utilizing law enforcement resources during an investigation of a 15-year-old kid for some petty bullshit, YouTube bullshit.
I don't know exactly what she's talking about, but I'm taking it as she's talking about there are people calling ahead to warn law enforcement that these tragedy pimps are coming and that they do interfere and they do cause problems. I don't know. I don't think I have a problem with that. Just saying.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I am so ashamed of them. I can't even, like, it's expected because they've been doing it the whole time. But see, the difference was they used to say it was all Bullhorn Betty. Well, I'm not even in town. So what is their excuse now? They can't hide because they're the ones that have been blowing up the law enforcement's phone. And I'm happy to get the chief of police on the channel to tell you that. That these channel members on YouTube are literally wasting resources, law enforcement resources, in an active search investigation. Where is the outrage? Where's the outrage? Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and change that because I see that we got a little troll in here that just, isn't it funny? This person, it's one person up on the wrong side of the bed and just can't control their behavior. They think it's hilarious to troll because they're a childish idiot. And let me just tell you, whoever's doing it, I really do wish you would seek some medical attention, because what you're exhibiting are, behaviors that normal people don't exhibit. So if you're doing that, it's probably because you got a problem. And if you have the problem and you're going untreated, it could get worse. So I'd really like you to get, at least speak to somebody about your issues, so maybe you can help. It'll probably make you a happier person too. We're all about inspiring people. When I see, especially mental health issues that are going unchecked, I'd like to help. So if you need any assistance in any way, if you'd like maybe a good counselor or something, just let me know what area you're in, and I'm happy to provide you a reputable clinician, psychologist, or whatever you need. Now, I don't want you to be in misery, and clearly you're a miserable person if you get your kicks off of coming into somebody's chat and impersonating somebody else. That's just not normal behavior. It's not even childish behavior. It's just mental health behavior, and it's concerning. And we know we have an epidemic of mental health, and we need to quit excusing these people that really do need to seek help as opposed to seeking attention. And so we really need to start bringing awareness to mental health. I see why they don't want live streaming going on during searches to tip off someone, but that's it. It's not up to them. Exactly, it's not up to them. And not only that, but you can't tell other people what they can and cannot do. You can't say, oh, you're part of my search, but no. They're saying, this is what they're saying. They're saying on one hand, they don't want everybody just willy-nilly doing their own search. On the other hand, they're telling us if we're going to do a search, we need to do it with them, and we need to follow their rule. Listen, dude, you don't own me. I don't know what this Cajun Navy is. I don't really give a shit. But you're not going to tell Bullhorn Betty what they can and cannot do and where they can and cannot go. I'm an American citizen that pays taxes, and last time I checked, the Cajun Navy hasn't paid a thing for Bullhorn Betty. So unless you're paying my bills, you ain't my daddy, right? You ain't my sugar daddy or my daddy. And if you ain't my sugar daddy and you ain't my daddy, you ain't telling this girl what she can and cannot do. I want to be very, very clear before we go out there that the Cajun Navy understands I don't answer to them. And I want to make sure law enforcement understands I don't answer to them either. If I'm following the law and you come and harass me, I will file a complaint against your ass. Period. I do not play. I'm not going out there for problems, but there's problems being created. If you don't want problems, don't create the problems. And the Cajun Navy is going out of their way to create additional problems. You, Cajun Navy, there, I said it. I said it. To help. And when I find out it's because of the Cajun Navy, bitch, you please. Pull that with Bullhorn Betty. Like I said, I will take my bullhorn, and you will be spitting out sequins from my bullhorn for the next year.
dreams, blanketed sky. I'm on my